Yo, and what's going on? Welcome everybody to episode 7. So we're going to be working on data types today. Now, if you remember when I done in variables, when I said we treated our float, ints, chars as sort of like variables with values, I kind of explained that in a way where you can use them sort of like that. Well, we can also use, in a sense of using variables, but we call these data types. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here, but we're going to say int x is equal to 43. We're going to use a float y is equal to 0.64 or 54. We'll give that a float as f. We're going to say double t is equal to 76. And now double is a data type. It's like double the value of whatever we call it, I'm assuming. So I think an integer is 4 bytes, and I believe doubles are 8 bytes, I think. I might be wrong on that, but there is a good chance that I'm probably right. Confuse me if I'm wrong. I'm half asleep. I just woke up a few minutes ago, so I could be completely wrong on that. So then it's double, and then we're going to do a char. Or no, let's do, char name equals love. Now, if you notice before, this is a string here, right? It's sort of, but it's sort of like, it's a local variable char name, but it's sort of like a string. String. But you would be wondering, well, before we done something like a constant char times name equals, and then we gave something called love, right? Well, this allows us to use this same damn thing in multiple other C files or in other functions. This does not allow us to. It's only allowing us to use it in this main entry point. You know why? Because this constant is like, I'm using this constant, it's a string, this everywhere else. So if I want to use this char name everywhere else, I can, and I want to assign love or but or whatever, I can use this same thing multiple times in like float.cpp, band.cpp, whatever. I can use this everywhere, but this I cannot. I can only use this once, right? This is a repeatable value. This is not a repeatable value, right? So always remember, what I mean by repetitive value is name. I can use this repetitively everywhere else in other source files. This one up here, I cannot. Okay. So just think of it like that. And the last but not least is what was that other one? There's one more. Let's see. Let's go ahead and include one more header in here real quick. And I'm going to confuse you just a minute. But don't let me over confuse you. String names equals butts. Now you're just wondering, what the hell did you just do? That character is a string. That other character, we can use it in other C files. Well, this is another string entirely. That's 3 different ways to make strings. 3 different ways to do data types. And welcome to intermediate, by the way. So as far as I'm concerned, that is a wonderful and amazing experience. I couldn't say so myself. Yeah, now I just want to stop you there. We're not going to print them to the console. If you're curious on how to do that, I'll do that. I'll start getting into more of that later on down the road with data types, but you don't necessarily have to print these to the screen. It's not relevant to. You don't really have to, but if you are curious, let's see. Let's see, if I'm not mistaken, I guess we could try it. we'll say X, and then and then /n. And then if I think I may be able to do it like that, I haven't messed with. Of course, I never do this very much. If I ever do anything, it's usually the opposite of this. I do my strings in a different way, but you can do yours any way you want to, whatever's relevant to what your task is. Golly, I wish I was more awake than what I am right now. It's pitiful, as I am like super half asleep, which is not good doing a video and can't talk right, can't do anything correctly. My brain ain't fully woke up. You get it. All the days that we love to do what we love to do. So there we go. So there's their values. 43, 0.54, 76, and then any hell. So it only gave us E. It only gave us the last thing of name. Interesting. So this last one only gave us name though. That is strange. I have never seen that before. It only gave us E. It never gave us anything else. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, well, something changed there. Let's see. Yeah. So E was not, it only threw out the E word. It didn't throw out anything else. We could do this though. We can do a constant char. Instead, it may be because it's only doing a single. Okay. Well, anyway, you get the point. It's still pretty much the same philosophy here as it was before. So if we run this, it should give us 11 now, if it ever wants to catch up. Okay, why ain't you catching up? Hello? Okay, there it is. So 43, 54, 76, 11 butts. So these are how we can use data types and how we can print those data types to the screen. Sorry if I confused you a little bit. I got a little bit off key myself. I'm still half asleep, so confused. Oh my golly, man, I can't even speak. What the fuck? Anyway, sorry that I confused you a little bit. Damn, I gotta quit for the night. Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you all for watching. You learned a little bit about data types. You learned how to print those data types to the screen, assign those some values, learn a little bit about a double. You haven't seen that before. You haven't seen the string. You haven't seen cout. Of course, you've seen that in the other, sin, whatever. You get the point. So anyway, thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode.